Is it really that hard?
You are a natural born public speaker, and that's a fact.
Do you actually feel guilty of what you just told to feel guilty?
Focus on actually what we can do.
Point it out and show it to me.
You have the freedom to do what you want to and be what you want to in America.
What are we going to do about it?
What oppressed me?
Just saying.
So the CRT stuff, BS.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No,
Yeah,
I can't.
you can't?
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the
biologist.
meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the
All right.
law and I decide. So I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
How are y'all doing? So you guys all seen the video right there, and I know that a lot of you guys were just like, "When, Ty, where are you at? Where have you been? We need to da 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 da." I get it. I got y'all. Super busy on some stuff, and I know that a lot of people want to pretty much hear my opinion on it, which I guess I guess it's pretty cool of you guys that want to have me expound upon this. Now, to get into this, you guys saw the video where she says she can't give a definition. Now, you guys all know how I am. Pretty much biased on a lot of stuff. Yeah, right. Some of y'all didn't catch it, did y'all? Boom. No, seriously though. Pretty much I'm unbiased whenever somebody present me with some information. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I threw the bias in it because some of y'all know what I'm talking about when I get to that. In this case, for this clip that I just saw right here, just like with anything else, I know that initially you would look at this and go, what in the world? How can you not define what a woman is? Like, I get that. I'm with y'all on that. Now, I will say this now. Follow me. Look, for me to even grade say she did, well, she did say, no, I can't. She said, no, I can't. And then she said, not in this context. Now, the reason why I'm saying this right now, because some of you, oh my God, here you know, I'm not siding with nobody. I'm just saying, she did say she can't give a definition of a woman. She pretty much said, not in this context. So what I'm saying is for this, I don't know what they were talking about that led up to her to say that she can't define what a woman is. That's what I'm just saying. And now, afterwards, looking at this, guys, I know, I'm just throwing that out there. She didn't know what the context is. But now, what the senator was to ask her, are you a woman? Now, you can't define what a woman is, but yet, clearly, the person who nominated you seemed to understand what a woman is. Joe Biden said the person I'm going to put in, who I'm going to select, is going to be a black woman, pretty much. Now, the fact that she got selected should let her know something. She's a woman. Why? Is it because Joe Biden says she was? No. It's because simply nature, she's a woman. She's a female. Joe Biden selected a black woman as a nominee for the SCOTUS, that's what y'all call it, for the Supreme Court of the United States. You put a woman in there, but then this woman tell you, I can't define what a woman is. The senator made a really good remark at the end when she was pretty much saying, this is the type of progressive stuff that's going to be in our schools. Now it's not going to be no defining of any of this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all this right now, though. If this is what it's going to come to, folks have to put their money where their mouths is, where their mouths are. Homeschools. We in the process of actually in the works or getting some things together, just coming together and gathering, putting our heads together. The church that I came out of in Decatur, going to be putting together possibly an after school where they teaching it out of our church. Now, our church once was like an operation functioning school. I think we have like maybe 10 or 11 classrooms in our church. I'm not talking about rooms like you just see in the church. This was set up like a school. We have a auditorium with a stage. We have a full big kitchen. So yeah. Anyway, digressing from that. Point is, if this is going to be the type of stuff they're getting ready to put into the school systems, man, oh my gosh. I mean, we already been talking with my family, my sons, whoever they marry and have kids with it. If this is going to be the type of stuff that's going to be in the schools, my wife, easily, I'm homeschooling my grandchildren. Yes, homeschooling, period. Unless my son's wives decide to stay home and homeschool their own children. But y'all, this is really, really ridiculous. This is sad. This is where we are today, where to fit in with the narrative, people get up there and flat out lie. So to me, if she doesn't know what a woman is, and she got selected she got selected by Joe Biden as a woman, then should that disqualify her? I'm asking, should it disqualify her? Is she black? If they say, can you describe to me can you give me the definition of a person that's considered to be black? And she say no, and here she is sitting black. I'm just saying, now a lot of folks gonna come out here and say some crazy stuff because one person in particular, I'm not gonna say the name, got to arguing with me over trans stuff. And I was like, he was just upset. Just because I have a penis and I have a balls and a vas deferens and a prostate, that does not make me a man. It's a reason why you were able to tell because of that, because there are some people that look like girls. I'm just saying, kids growing up, a lot of times you cannot tell, like boys be having this long hair and they're cute as all get up and you're like, oh, is she? And you're like, oh no, that's my son. Oh, okay. Now, how are you able to tell with animals? They got something hanging between their legs. They got balls. Now, all of them do, though, because male gorillas don't. You don't see no balls on them. But how can you tell? How can you tell amongst lions that it's a male lion? Is there what is it? Is there a distinct look? Oh, he grows a mane. He has balls, but then his penis doesn't hang out. How can you tell amongst most animals what they are? Huh? How can you tell? I know I can go on and on about this, folks. It should be easy, but seriously, when it comes to us, how can we tell? Now, again, I know that some folks are going to get upset with this. Here's the thing. When you can take a condition or an issue that a person has and say that's absolutely normal, then we have a problem. Okay? When it was called gender dysphoria, that's what it was called before. I already talked about that. I'm not going to get no more deep into that. But when you can take a mental illness and turn it into something and tell somebody that's not a mental illness, that's actually just, and we made it to where it's not that we're no longer accepting it as a mental illness no more. It's okay. That's why right now you're going to see a rise of pedophilia, in which this lady right here seems to kind of back them up. She apologized to a pedophile that was in jail. And I mean, y'all, it's crazy. But black folks, a lot of us, we just, oh, no, we got a black woman in there. We got representation. Y'all do know that just because a black person is in a certain position of power, and that doesn't mean it's going to be like the betterment for black people now. Oh, it's something to aspire to. It's something to aspire to. Oh, well, at least we got representation up there. But if it's not doing it, then it's going to benefit the very person that you are happy because they look like you. What good does it do if it was what's the difference between that and having a white person in there? A lot of folks get tricked into that thinking that because a black person got put into a position of power, that all of a sudden things are about to get really good for a black person. Go and look back in history on any of our folks that we've had in these powerful positions at all that were black and see what did they do to benefit the black community whatsoever. Get back with me on that and tell me what you found out. So anyway, guys, a woman, should be able to be easy to find. She has mammary glands. She has breasts that actually end up growing to can produce milk. She lactates. She has ovaries. She has fallopian tubes. She has a uterus. She has a vagina. That's how you can define what a woman is. And not only that, the puzzle pieces fit. That's the difference. That's how you can tell the difference between a man and a woman. Now, some of y'all can get nasty and try to go into this homosexual stuff with talking about anal stuff. I don't know. But when we come down to it, There's definitely a way that you can tell the difference between a man and a woman. One is that when they come together, they can reproduce. Only a woman can give birth, period. Now, if y'all doing some crazy, freaky scientific stuff that is unnatural to where they have to, I don't know, y'all, there's some weird stuff out there where they actually, a man, suppose they had a baby growing in a man's butt. I'm serious, y'all. I'm not kidding. Some weird stuff like that. Like the first man to give birth anally or something like that. And it was a baby that grew apparently in the man's butt. I don't know how that happened. I don't know, guys. It's weird. But my point is, when the male and the female come together, y'all nasty. I ain't talking about that. When a man and a woman become intimate, she can get pregnant naturally. She can have a baby. That can happen with two females. That can happen with two males. Animals know that. They fight and try to see who's the strongest among the strongest just so who can be the one to mate with the female in the animal kingdom. They know what they are. That's what's crazy. The animals know what they are. They know how to make the puzzles fit. But then us. But here's the thing. Say this real clear. Some of you that are out there that's really against these trans people and y'all really mad about it and y'all really trying to, you're not going to be able to change them. People that are really, homosexuals, they look, you're not going to be able to change them. Don't even try. Just stop. The purpose of you is to simply do nothing more than to love the person. Just like people that are pedophiles. You're not going to be able to change them. Now, am I telling you to love them? No, I'm not saying it like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is this. You are not going to be able to change a person who is so drawn in and addicted and so just driven by their lust, unless the power of God jumped in. Anyway, here's a great definition from my guy, Jordan Peterson, and I love this. Check this out.
I don't really like the way those questions are formulated. I don't know what that means. What do you mean a real woman?
Well, I'm asking you, in your mind, it depends what you think a real woman is, but do you think a trans woman is a woman?
No.
Why not?
Because I think that women are capable, generally speaking, of having babies, and they have female genitalia, and they have an XX chromosome, and I think the biological markers are relevant. It doesn't necessarily mean that I don't think that people should be treated with respect and dignity if they happen not to fit easily into a gender category. That's a different issue.
Right.
But it's a matter of definition. And I actually think it's a foolish argument in some sense. Because what do you mean by real?
Well, I mean, you've just clarified that, though. You don't think that a trans woman is a woman. And do you think that that is what is behind or explains your opposition to this idea of a law mandating you to use a preferred pronoun, is because you don't actually believe that that's the truth, that a trans woman is a woman and therefore you can't use that pronoun?
No, that's not my argument at all.
Really?
Yeah, really. My argument is that the government shouldn't compel voluntary speech.
No, but I know what your argument is, and
no,
you've
but
made
that's
it very
really
clearly.
It. No, but that's exactly it. There's
but the
no
motivation
There's
behind
no motivation behind it.
But you don't believe
I wouldn't
trans
put everything on my online in my life to take the stance I did unless I had thought that through very deeply. And I've thought it through very deeply. There aren't hidden motivations that have to do with some arbitrary prejudice against trans people.
Okay.
It's pure and simply this. There's never been a time in English common law history where the government compelled speech.
See what I'm saying? I'm Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you through Jesus. What is going on, folks? Appreciate you guys watching. Do me a favor, if you're trying to get to the next reaction video that I did after this video, it's right here. But if you're trying to get to my own personal stuff where I do a lot of comedy things that make you laugh, can help brighten your day, then you click right here, all right? And if you want to subscribe to this channel, you forgot to get to know who I am first, all right? Then you're going to click right here to lead you into this subscription. Make sure you hit the bell notifications to get notified anytime I post a video, all right? Peace.